Hi guys, I had a suggestion on my syrup battery video from OverUnity7734. He noted that I got very little power coming out of there. It's just enough to keep my solar rocker, I wouldn't call it rocking, he just sort of twitches a little bit. There's not quite enough power to build up a full kick to get him rocking side to side like that. And OverUnity7734 suggested making it a 3-cell. So I've got 3 jam jars here. I've already started. I've desoldered the connection from that copper, soldered it onto that one, which will go on there. And then on these ones, I've soldered crocodile clips, which I've explained to somebody else that I hate, because on these long-term battery things, we get corrosion build up on the connections, which is why I like to solder directly where I can. But you can't solder directly onto the magnesium strip, so you need something to connect to the magnesium strip. On this battery, I use these quick connectors, which are little spring-loaded connectors, but I soldered onto one side, so I've got one less possible corrosion point. So I'm going to put that one into one of these, and another one. Well, we'll work our way across. We'll make it a 3-cell. First thing I'm going to do, though, is try and pour the syrup into these. And I expect it to be messy, which is why we're doing it on the kitchen worktop. Yeah, because when I take this one out, that's going to be syrup. Springy wire. You will notice on this one I got a ridiculously big copper plate. That was a bit of copper pipe that I flattened out, split and flattened out, and I just thought I'd make use of it. We'll just have to clean up later. Okay, can we pour? And try and make them fairly even. I'll tell you what, that's pretty close for just judging it. I could top them up with water, but I really don't want to do that because water conducts anyway. And I want to try and do it just with syrup. The syrup has got water in it, but I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. You'll have to watch the previous videos to understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, if we put that one in there, we need some magnesium strips. I need to clean them off a bit because they're oxidized. And they also need to be long enough to get down into the liquid. Should be able to cut that one in half, or break it in half. Put that one in like that. Yeah, that's going to go in all right. I'll go and get my meter, shouldn't I, so we can actually measure what we've got. In the hole. I'll go and get a meter and we'll just measure it before we actually connect him up. Is that going to be long enough? No, that one's not going to be long enough anyway. Just okay, can we see the meter? Not very well. That might be enough. Is that in there? Not very much. Not going to see anything unless I turn it on. 4.6 volts. Whoa. That's a bit more than I expected. Way more than I expected. That's because we just freshly mixed it all up. That's going to make him dance a bit fast. Is that going to make enough contact? No. Well, there we go. Because that was 4.6 volts no load. Oh, look at that drop away. It pulses like that because the circuit in there charges up a capacitor. When the capacitor is fully charged, it then sends a kick of electricity to the coil, magnetic coil or electromagnet, and that pulses, which on the end of his body there's a magnet. So when the magnetic coil pulses magnetically, it pushes the magnet out the way. That's not a very good explanation, but that is what happens. So if I can now connect this one. Well, I've no idea how long that'll last for. I guess what I ought to do is put a time-lapse camera on there and just see how long it carries on for. But at the moment, we've clearly got enough power. Let's just measure that again. Looking like Yeah, going up to about 1.2, 1.3 and dropping back down to about 0.9, 0.8. I've no idea how long that's going to go on for, so I'll get the time-lapse camera out and we'll leave it running overnight. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.